So I'm going to tell you guys this. While I may be a very Englishy literature person, I'm not a poetry person. I love it, but I can't write it, and I don't write it. But so when I was thinking about opening this store, I was doing like some very random Google research, and I came across a poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow about the birds of Killingworth, and I thought it was like the coolest thing. So one of my goals at some point is to print out this poem and put it on the wall. If you haven't noticed, all of our sandwiches are named after classic novels. I have a BA in English Lit, and I'm just like one of those Englishy, dorky literature geeks. Just not poetry. So I thought it was really cool, and I thought it would fit in here really, really well. We've been open for 6 months, and I still haven't gotten any of that on the wall, but I want to. So I thought I would just read a few paragraphs from the poem. The poem itself is, like if I were to print it out, probably as long as I am. It's really, really long, and it's really cool. Longfellow was born in Maine, so I guess at some point I don't know how he found Killingworth, Connecticut in the 1800s. I have no idea, but I thought, I don't know, I would like to actually figure that out someday, because I think it's like just so random that he found Killingworth. And it's about the birds of Killingworth, which, the poet's tale, the birds of Killingworth. So the other really weird fact is, every morning I pull in here about 7 o'clock, and there is this family of crows that live here in like somewhere in these woods, and they are in the parking lot every morning. They are kind of like my buddies now. I secretly feed them and give them treats because they're cool. They're crows, and like they're really right. And they pick up all the trash from the stuff that people leave outside the bar. I'm gonna blame the bar because my customers don't leave trash in the parking lot. My customers don't do that. But yeah, but they're here every single morning, and there's 3 to 5 of them, and they're cool. They're really cool. So this is The Poet's Tale, The Birds of Killingworth by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And this is the very end of the poem, 400 lines down at least. That year in Killingworth, the autumn came, without the light of his majestic look, the wonder of the falling tongues of flame, the illuminated pages of his doomsday book. A few lost leaves blushed crimson with their shame, and drowned themselves despairing in the brook, while the wild wind went moaning everywhere, lamenting the dead children of the air. But the next spring a stranger sight was seen, a sight that has never yet by bard was sung, as great a wonder as it would have been if some dumb animal had found a tongue. A wagon, overarched with evergreen, upon whose boughs were wicker cages hung, all full of singing birds, came down the street, filling the air with music wild and sweet. From all the country road these birds were brought, by order of the town, with anxious quest, and loosened from their wicker prisons, sought in woods and fields the places they loved best. Singing loud canticles which many thought were satires to the authorities addressed, while others, listening in green lanes, averred such lovely music never had been heard. But blither still and louder caroled they upon the morrow, for they seemed to know it was the fair Almira's wedding day, and everywhere, around, above, below, when the preceptor bore his bride away, their songs burst forth in joyous overflow, and a new heaven bent over a new earth amid the sunny farms of Killingworth.